Okay, who here hasn't been to space? Why? You better not throw up on my ship.
Approaching jump in 3, 2, 1.
Jump into the Star Wars news here first, and the Star Wars news that we've got here first, this again is coming from Making Star Wars. But before I even get into what Making Star Wars was, what they had to say about Thrawn, and just some of the things that are going on with the Ahsoka series, I want to go ahead and read from Galactic Transmissions here quickly. Galactic Transmission said, new Thrawn rumors for Ahsoka series. The Ahsoka series features an important character named Babylon that has a lot of screen time in the show. The character answers to Thrawn, has a helping assassin droid, and appears loyal to the ex-Grand Admiral. And that would be, obviously, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Then it says, reports suspect he's tied to Thrawn, having his army resurrected by dark side shadow magic. Making Star Wars suspect Thrawn has been busy in exile, preparing to challenge the New Republic. Lars is going to be playing him again, plays Thrawn, and he looks really tall and imposing. So those are some of the things that we've got there, just the basic things that are going on there with the Ahsoka series and what's going on there with Thrawn. But now it goes into who is Babylon in Star Wars Ahsoka. And then it goes on, who is Babylon? Over the past few months, I have heard the name Babylon mentioned. I've heard the name Babylon. I've not mentioned it, but I have heard the name Babylon on other Star Wars type spaces and conversations. I've heard that name being used. And it says, Babylon mentioned in relation to Grand Admiral Thrawn in Star Wars Ahsoka. This character is really important and has an assassin and feature droid under his command. Babylon has come up a lot in conversation with my sources from Manhattan Beach / El Segundo, wherever that is. Then it says, while Babylon is an interesting choice for the new character's name, I don't think it's a code name, but like anything, until it's confirmed, it could be. I would put the chances of Babylon being a code name very low at this point in time. Perhaps the name is representative of the character's place in the story. Babylon was an empire. Ahsoka the Great was an empire and sounds a lot like Ahsoka, for instance, or maybe that's just a reach. Then it says Ray Stevens. I believe this character is played by Ray Stevens. THR, the Hollywood Reporter, reported Stevenson has joined the Ahsoka's cast and was not Thrawn, who is being played by Lars. Is it Mikkelsen? I think it's Mikkelsen. I think that's how you say it. Maybe. I think I'm saying it wrong, but you guys know me in names. In the series, and who looks really tall and imposing in part. Thrawn is sounding pretty neat in the show at the moment. And then it says, I'm not sure if Babylon is in charge of the new forces Thrawn commands of the civilization out in this unexplored territory for the Star Wars universe, but that's very important to the series and has a lot of screen time. By all accounts, this character answers to Thrawn and appears loyal to him, but I can't say if he is in actuality. Then it says there could be a twist to their relationship. Then it says the ties that bind us. In attempting to put the pieces together, it seems as if Babylon and his assassins are tied to Thrawn having his army resurrected by dark side magic. So our Grand Admiral Thrawn has been a busy boy while in exile, making new friends and preparing to challenge the New Republic's dominance over the known regions. In the known regions, it seems Babylon is apparently just the ally he needs for this endeavor. Then it goes on, the last paragraph here, it says Ezra and the cyborgs. So we're talking about Ezra now. I speculate this means that Ezra and Thrawn have long parted ways. Once we get into the thick of the series, my impressions of those who might not have seen one another for some time. I wonder what Ezra has been doing all this time. Thrawn has been on the move. Is he seeking to counter Thrawn or just surviving in the wilderness? Also related to Thrawn and Babylon is a cyborg / droid named Karnast. However, it sounds like this character might be a dark trooper type and not a droid in totality. Point being, Karnast serves Thrawn and Babylon, but is different from Babylon's assassin. So different from the assassin droid that Babylon has next to him. Then it says, I like Ray Stevens. I cannot wait to learn more about this Babylon character. What does he want? Why serve Thrawn? Does he have what says, let me see. Does he have a taste for conquering the galaxy, or is Thrawn promising him something he needs? I can't wait to learn more. So this kind of feeds into some of the things that I've talked about before when we talk about Star Wars, when we talk about the Ahsoka series, and everybody knows that I am so excited for that. And thank you for everybody else that started to join. Officially MG, Spoiler Kings, Grand Regent Thrag. Appreciate you guys being here and everyone watching. But when we talk about the Ahsoka series, one of the things that I often mention is that Thrawn was never here, and I was hoping that they were going to play on that. And in Marvel, in the Star Wars comics and Thrawn's comic, it's revealed that Thrawn is only here to serve the Empire as a decoy. He's investigating the Empire to make sure that the Empire is not a threat to the Chiss ascendancy in the unknown regions. So he goes through the rankings of becoming, he becomes just a officer in the Empire at one point, to rising to the ranks of Grand Admiral. And then we pick up with his story after that comic. After that comics run, we pick up with his story in Rebels. So he was never here to, actually serve the Empire, just to make sure the Empire wasn't a threat to them, to the Chiss ascendancy itself. So it looks like, and one of the things that they were doing, well, it looks like they might be doing something to that effect with him challenging the New Republic, because this is still playing into 7, 8, and 9. And then if the rumors are true and Daisy Ridley did meet at Skywalker Ranch to talk about the possibilities of 10, 11, and 12 being set, I guess, in a distant future, this could be still tying into that somehow, with maybe Thrawn being the overall threat, bringing in whatever army it is, because we know that we've learned from the Skeleton Crew leaks that we've talked about, the Ahsoka leaks that we've talked about, that they are going to be playing heavy on the magic aspect. They are going to this unknown region, or this beyond space that they're calling it, beyond galaxy, or whatever it is they've changed the name to. It is going to be dealing with magic. The Night Sisters come from that area, or their origins are within the beyond space. So knowing that the Night Sisters deal with magic, and I've seen some Star Wars fans saying, "Oh, I don't want to deal with I don't want magic in Star Wars." Well, magic has always been in Star Wars. Palpatine uses magic. Sith alchemies. Palpatine uses magic in season 6 of Clone Wars. He uses it in Rebels, in the World Between Worlds, when he's trying to catch Ahsoka in Ezra. So magic, and then plus Mother Talzin being the mother of the Night Sisters, that is what she uses. She uses, and in the comic that we don't get to, the stuff that you don't see in season 7, the events that lead Darth Maul into becoming leader of Mandalore, that's a comic, and I forgot the name of the comic, please forgive me, but that is a comic, and within that comic, we see Mother Talzin using a lot of magic, because she goes against Dooku, Grievous, and Palpatine all at once, ultimately to her demise. But Palpatine said it himself. She was a powerful witch, and so she is magic has always been used in Star Wars. So knowing that we are going to be diving into the magical elements of things within the Ahsoka series, and even in Skeleton Crew, this has me pretty excited for what they are going to be doing. Again, I'm a huge Thrawn fan. I have the novel down here. I'm a huge Thrawn fan. I think that bringing that character back into canon out of Legends was one of the best moves that they made. And again, I'm going to give credit to Dave for that. But one of the best moves that they've made, and knowing that the Ahsoka series is handled by Dave, it is his baby, he's going to take care of it. I think this is, as I've said before, this series could be very jaw-dropping. This series could be a course correction in the right direction for Lucasfilm and Star Wars. You got to think, if this series hits, Mandalorian Season 3, if it hits, from what we've seen in reports from the people that got early viewership of season 2 of Bad Batch, it sounds like it's gonna hit. Sounds like it has a better, darker tone than the terrible first season that we got. But if it all hits, then we get to say goodbye to KK after Indy 5 or whenever that, after her farewell This Is It tour. We could really be seeing Star Wars making a course correction in the right direction that fans are wanting to see it go in. So again, I've been hopeful in Ahsoka. I can't wait for Ahsoka. I can't wait to see a first look at Thrawn in live action. That's what I really can't wait to see. So, but as always, let me know down below in the comments what you guys are thinking of the Ahsoka rumors that we've got here with Thrawn and some of the things dealing with the magical side of things in Star Wars that the overall audience is going to be introduced to, and they're going to be diving so much deeper into it. Let me know all your concerns, all your things that make you happy about this news. Let me know down below in the comments.